Heartbreak in Guangzhou. Alex Eala's intense round of 32 battle ends in a tough loss. Tennis broken art. The night sky over Guangzhou shimmered with heat and tension. Inside the packed stadium, every clap, every gasp, every cheer vibrated with emotion. On the baseline stood a 20-year-old Filipina, her racket trembling in her grip, not from fear, but from fire. Alexandra Alex Eala, the pride of the Philippines, was locked in a battle of wills, a three-set thriller that pushed her body and spirit to their limits. It wasn't just another match. It was a moment, one that would define her growth, test her resolve, and remind the world that greatness isn't only measured by victory. After 2 hours and 50 minutes of breathtaking rallies, heartbreaking near misses, and raw determination, the final score flashed across the screen. For the six, 7-5, 5-7. A loss, a heartbreak, yet somehow a triumph of spirit. Sunrise to build up, a dream, a flag, and a promise. For Alex, every match begins long before the first serve. It begins in the quiet hours of dawn, when she ties her hair, wraps her wristbands, and whispers the same word she always does. For the flag. For my people. The Guangzhou Open was another chapter in her young but already inspiring career. A chance to test her progress against seasoned competition. Her opponent in the round of 32 was a higher-ranked player, known for precision and patience. But Eala didn't come to play safe. She came to fight. The days leading up to the match were filled with disciplined preparation. Early morning drills, hours of hitting practice, then strategy meetings with her coach. She visualized every rally, every serve, every point. But tennis, like life, has a way of surprising you. High voltage set one, a fiery start. When the first ball was struck, Alex came alive. Her footwork was fluid, her forehand sharp as lightning. She played with a signature aggression that has made her a fan favorite, attacking the net, painting the lines, and celebrating each point with a clenched fist and a roar that echoed through the arena. At 4-4, she found herself facing a crucial break point. The rally stretched past 20 shots, both players trading blows with surgical precision. Alex finally unleashed a cross-court forehand winner that kissed the line. The crowd erupted. She pumped her fist, shouting, "Come on!" Moments later, she sealed the first set 6-4 with an ace. The Filipino flags in the stands waved proudly. Her fans, some of whom had driven for hours to see her, were on their feet, chanting her name. It was a perfect start. But the beauty of tennis lies in its unpredictability. Water wave set 2, the shift in the wind. The second set began differently. Her opponent slowed the pace, forcing Alex into longer rallies, testing her patience. Eala, known for her aggressive baseline play, began to overhit, a few unforced errors, a mistimed approach, and suddenly the rhythm shifted. At 3-4, she found herself trailing. Her coach signaled from the stands, "Breathe, stay with it." Alex closed her eyes between points, taking deep breaths, trying to reset. She clawed her way back to 5-5, saving 2 break points with fearless forehands. But the momentum belonged to her opponent, who broke again and took the set 7-5. Alex dropped her racket for a moment, staring down at the court. She wasn't angry. She was processing. This wasn't the first time she'd faced adversity, and it wouldn't be the last. She grabbed her towel, looked up at the Philippine flag in the stands, and whispered, "Not done yet." Cross swords set 3, the Battle of Hearts. The decider was chaos and beauty rolled into one. Every game was a test of courage. The rallies were grueling, stretching into 30, sometimes 40 strokes. Both players refused to yield. At 2-2, Alex dove for a low volley and somehow flicked it over the net. A shot so stunning that even her opponent clapped her racket. The crowd roared. At 4-3, Eala broke serve again, her determination blazing through fatigue. She was just 2 games away from victory. But the cruel nature of tennis struck once more. A few errant serves. A missed backhand. The score flipped. 5-5. The match became a duel of endurance, sweat, and sheer will. Each player stared across the net, daring the other to blink first. At 5-6, Alex served to stay in the match. The first serve hit the net. The second came in deep, starting another marathon rally. Backhand to forehand, sliced a drop shot, until finally, her forehand clipped the net tape and rolled back. Game, set, match. Her opponent raised her arms in victory. Alex lowered hers in acceptance. Broken heart after the battle, silence and strength. When the applause began, Alex didn't immediately move. She stood at the baseline, chest heaving, racket still in her hand. Then, slowly, she walked toward the net, shook her opponent's hand, and smiled a weary but genuine smile. The crowd gave her a standing ovation. It wasn't for the scoreline. It was for the heart they had just witnessed. As she walked off the court, a young Filipino girl in the front row called out, "We're proud of you, 8 Alex." Alex stopped, turned, and waved. "Salamat," she mouthed. "Thank you." Later, in the locker room, she sat quietly, towel draped over her head. Her coach approached. "You fought like a warrior," he said. "I wanted it so badly," she replied softly. "I just fell short." "You didn't fall. You learned." Speaking at the press conference, wisdom beyond her years. When she faced the press later that evening, Alex's composure stunned everyone. Her voice was steady, her eyes tired but bright. "It hurts," she said honestly, "but it's part of the journey. You win some, you lose some, but every match teaches you something. I'll take the lessons from tonight and come back stronger." She smiled, a soft, humble smile that said everything about who she is. Social media exploded with support. Fans from around the world, Filipinos, Spaniards, Americans, flooded her timeline with love. "You didn't lose, Alex. You inspired us. Such heart, such grace. You're our champion. From Manila to Madrid, we're proud of you. A Filipino heart that never quits." In the end, Guangzhou 2025 won't be remembered just as a loss. It will be remembered as a moment of truth, because when the match was over and the lights dimmed, Alex stood tall. Not because she won, but because she never gave up. She showed the world what it means to be Filipino, to fall, to rise, and to fight again. For every young girl in Cebu swinging a racket, for every family watching from Manila, for every dreamer who's ever been told you're not there yet, Alex's journey whispers the same message. You're closer than you think. Keep fighting. Rainbow looking ahead. The loss in Guangzhou may sting today, but plant seeds for tomorrow. Next up for Alex could be the Taipei Open or perhaps the Seoul Classic, tournaments that offer both redemption and opportunity. Her goals remain the same: break into the WTA Top 100, qualify for Grand Slam main draws, and one day, bring home a title that will echo through Philippine sport history. And when that day comes, when she lifts that trophy high under a sea of red, white, and blue flags, the world will remember this night, the heartbreak, the fight, the girl who fell short but never stopped believing. Because this wasn't the end of the story, it was the beginning of a legend. Broken heart, heartbreak in Guangzhou, they'll say. But for Filipinos, it was something far greater. It was proof that even in defeat, our heroes carry victory in their hearts. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.